You have a pediatric trauma come in, and it sounds like the child's under 3 years of age. The child's going to need to be intubated. What is the correct blade length size you will need for your laryngoscope? It is not uncommon for physicians to refer to a Brownlow tape, to look at a textbook, to be basing on experience. But what about using external landmarks? Here's a Miller 0, and this is a Mac 2. We have a Mac 1, and we have a Miller Blade 1 here. So, but on this little girl here, what size blade do you think we're going to use on this one? So there's her facial anatomy. We're going to use the recommendations that come from a 2006 study that talk about using facial anatomy to make that decision. And Mom, you're okay with this video ending up on YouTube? And Dr. Salivar, tell me a little bit about what you're going to try.
We were going to try to use facial landmarks as the starting point for choosing the size of our laryngoscope blade.
And then
Gestalt would say she would be a Miller 1. I may be right, I may be wrong.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just try both sides. So basically, what's the recommendations in the paper as far as blade length anatomy? So what is it you're going to be looking at in making your decision?
So I will use Miller 1 straight laryngoscope blade as an example. The theory is that if you place the base of this laryngoscope blade at the central incisors externally where they would be.
Yeah, the upper central incisors.
The upper central incisors. That the tip, the distal portion of your blade, will be plus or minus 1 centimeter to the angle of the jaw.
And that's the correct blade length.
That will be the correct blade length.
Okay.
Correct. Again, based on her age, this is just a guesstimate as to whether this will work.
Okay, so let's put this down next to her and see if she needs a bigger one or a smaller one.
Want to go ahead and look up at the sky, sweetie?
All right, open your mouth just a little bit.
You know, open your mouth. Very good.
Open. Let's see those teeth.
Now this goes. Actually,
where's the angle of her mandible? So that goes.
Angle of mandible is at my index finger, tip of my index finger.
Is
and
the block, insertion block, is it right at the central incisors of the upper teeth?
It is right
yeah,
there.
Right there. Okay.
So that is just about probably what she would need.
Okay. Now let's go ahead and use the open up the 0 and see if that would work on her. And that was your best guess. That was it. So there's you have it. Here's the 0. The 0 Miller.
Miller 0. Typically I would grab this for a very small baby.
Okay.
Let's try this one. Alright, sweetie. Go ahead and open your mouth again like you had before. Again, the base of the laryngoscope blade at or about the level of the central incisors, with my finger being at the level of the angle of the mandible.
So the guidelines say a centimeter in front or a centimeter behind. And that might be a little bit on the short side. And
looks like it's about 1.5 centimeters too short.
And if you keep it right there, I'm going to come around. I want to capture her mouth. Open your mouth now. Yeah, let's see those teeth. So the insertion block. So bring the insertion block up just a little bit. There we go. I think that lines up. I think it lines up better right there. Okay, now keep it right there, and we're going to come around here and just see where that lines up. And so the angle of her mandible is right where your finger is. Yeah. So this blade's actually maybe a little bit too short, and maybe way too short. So good. Well, that's good. Thank you so much for allowing us to make this teaching video. We appreciate this very much, and it will be useful. And you're going to be famous. Yeah, yeah.